loves, thanks for returning. I hope this video finds you happy and doing well. As you know by the thumbnail, this video is going to be part 2 on me attempting to dupe my high-end foundations. So if you're interested, then just keep watching. Alright, so I have a part 1 to this video and I'll link it up above right here. If it's not linked up above, I'll put it down below. But in these videos, I'm basically just taking my higher end foundations and going through my drugstore foundations and looking at what's really close. And I'll be looking at things like how the foundation dries down, how long it stays, you know, when you're wearing it out during the day, the finish and things like that. But anyway, I have about 5 that I want to show you. So I'll go ahead and get started. All right, so the first set of foundations that I'm going to start off with are the Clinique Even Better Refresh Hydrating Foundation. And this is it right here. And the dupe for this foundation is the Burt's Bees Goodness Glows foundation, and here it is right here. Now both of these foundations are going to be full coverage. They're going to give you a natural finish. They also are made without parabens, phthalates, fragrance. They're going to be oil free, and these are basically targeted towards folks with dry skin, maybe even combination skin, but mostly dry skin. These foundations aren't going to give you a luminous look, but more of a natural finish, and they're really, really pretty. If you're looking for some foundations that are just overall going to be more healthy for your skin in the long run, I would say and you're looking for a dupe, definitely check out the Burt's Bees. And for my understanding, they've also extended their colors. The shade that I have this Burt's Bees is in chestnut, and I do have a really, really old video. I'll link it up above in the cards or either down in the description box if you want to see how it actually applies on my skin tone. But this one I feel is a really good dupe. And also this Burt's Bees is just overall made without a lot of junk. It's just a better foundation for you to wear, as is in the Clinique. And even though a lot of these drugstore foundations are kind of getting up there in price, it is still cheaper than this Clinique foundation. And the next foundation that I have a dupe for is the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation. This is it, and I really like this foundation. It is a very matte foundation, and it does, in my opinion, it does a really good job of smoothing out, not completely, your textured skin, like, because on my chin, probably about a good year and a half ago, I kind of had texture when you would feel my chin, but since using a lot of acids, I've kind of smoothed it out a little bit. But if you do have any issues with texture on your skin, this will help. It is a thicker foundation, but the dupe that I have for it is this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. Both of these are a full coverage foundation, and they are matte. They're really pretty on the skin. They are, I would say, on the not totally heavy, but they are by no means going to be a lighter foundation. But these are really good. And this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop, this one is relatively new. This one I think came out about a year and a half before this one. But if you're looking for a dupe for the Bounce foundation, definitely check out the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. This one has, I think, 45 shades, whereas this one has 20. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that one. I have to check and make sure. But this one definitely has more shade ranges for this one. But this one, I would say, is definitely a dupe for the Bounce foundation. So next I have the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Conceal. And this is it. Comes in a bottle like this. And within this foundation, you are going to be able to get a flawless looking foundation. And I wouldn't say that initially when you apply it, that it is full coverage, but you definitely can build it up to that. And I say that because it has a little wand like this, which is basically a doe foot. So you can go back and kind of spot conceal, which makes things really convenient. Some people like it, some people don't. But this foundation is rather lightweight, even though you can build it up to full coverage. And the dupe that I have for this one is the Milani Conceal Imperfect. This is the 2-in-1 foundation. And with this one boasts to be medium to full coverage. So it clearly tells you that on their website. But this one, right off the bat, you're going to get full coverage. And basically these two just have that extra pigment inside of it to where you are going to be able to cover hyperpigmentation that you may have, or cover either under eye darkness that you have. With these foundations, I would say that there really is no need to color correct or things like that, because it's really going to provide you with that coverage that you need, and really both of them are flawless. As far as the staying power with both of these, if you set them, depending on the powder that you use, you can get them to look pretty good for an 8-hour period. But these are really good foundations if you have issues that you're trying to cover: acne scars, hyperpigmentation, under eye dark circles, things like that. But this Milani foundation is a really good dupe for the Clinique foundation. All right, and the next foundation that I have is the Stila Height and Cheek foundation, and it comes in a bottle like this. And with this one, you are going to get a very lightweight foundation, and it is a buildable coverage. Now, I think where I would kind of dispute what the claims are, the claims say that this is kind of like a natural satin, where I would say that probably, I don't want to call it like matte, but more like a soft matte. A very, very soft matte. So I guess, you know, that could be somewhere in between a natural satin. But this one is really good if you're looking for something very lightweight. And the dupe that I have for this one is the NYX Total Control foundation. And with these two, you are going to get a very, very lightweight foundation. But if you add more, of course, with each, you're going to be able to get full coverage. Now, the only thing that I would say that is not the exact same is the ingredients. With this one, you're going to get a lot more ingredients that are good for your skin. With this one doesn't have all of the extra good ingredients, but this one is vegan, if that is something that is very important to you. But again, if you're looking for a very lightweight, I mean, to me, these are so lightweight to where, you know how when you put a pump of foundation and you hold your hand up and it runs down your hand, that's what you're going to get with these. And I pretty much prefer these types of foundations over others because they're just not thick. You know, some people, you know, they're okay with the thickness, and you know, I can wear foundations that are like that, but if I had to pick, I would prefer the kind that are very lightweight, but just kind of give you that extra pigment that is going to cover hyperpigmentation, acne scarring, dark circles under your eyes. But this one is a definite dupe for this Stila foundation. And the last one that I have is a stick foundation by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one came out, I'm not even sure how long ago, but with this one, you are going to get a cream to matte finish, and basically you can use this as a multi-purpose foundation. You can use it to conceal, to highlight, or you can use it as a foundation. Now, this foundation is cruelty-free and vegan, but the dupe that I have for this one is the Maybelline Super Stay, and this one is targeted as a multi-purpose foundation as well. You can, you know, use it for contouring, highlighting, or you can just use it as a foundation. But for this one, I'm using it as a contour stick. But this does have a cream to matte finish as well. And outside of the ingredients, you know, this one being cruelty-free and vegan, these are basically the same. They have the same finish, the same staying power, but this one is just a couple of dollars versus, I think this one, the Anastasia Beverly Hills, is like $25 or $29, something like that. But this is a definite dupe. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Let me know if you have any of these foundations and you think that there is a better dupe. Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. I will have a part 3, so you all be on the lookout for that. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and until my next video, smooches.